Demolitions of dozens of homes, schools, churches erected illegally on East African Portland cement property in Mavoko sub-county began in earnest on Friday afternoon, shortly after President William Ruto said land grabbers would be evicted from the land. Machakos High Court earlier this week declared East African Portland Cement PLC the legitimate owner of the land located within Athi River in Mavoko. The ruling comes after about a decade of court battles between the company and the locals on the ownership of the parcel of land.
After a protracted court battle, East African Portland Cement has been declared the legal owner of the land that has been illegally occupied by land grabbers for more than 10 years. The government had pledged to allocate land to Athi River Special Economic Zone to boost its operations.
I already gave...
Speaking at the export processing zone where he officially opened a pharmaceutical company, President William Ruto said land grabbers who had seized the land would be kicked out to pave the way for the EPZ zone expansion. Moments after President Ruto made the remarks, more than 20 heavy machinery under the security of armed GSU officers began flattening permanent and temporary structures on the prime land. More than 50 houses were demolished.
Normally we'd receive notice. By law that should be 21-day notice. That did not happen at all. What then I began to hear was that they're pulling houses down. So I rushed in as soon as I could. At the point I came in, our neighbor's house was one that was being pulled down. I was only able to pull out a few essentials from the house.
Families whose homes were flattened will now spend the night in the cold. Police officers cordoned off all entries to the land along Mombasa Road to keep off the homeowners who watched from a distance as their properties were brought down.
Hao machiama ndio wametufanya sisi tumekuwa ni wenyeji hapa. Waliweza kutupea mashamba hapa, wengine tumefanya kuuziwa.
Kanisa zimeangushwa chini, mali penye mtu angekimbia na aweze kujiokolea. Leo tunashindwa, tutapeleka watu wapi? Tunashindwa hao watu ambao wengine hata nyumba zao zimeangushwa, walikuwa wameenda kazi, watakaporudi watajipanga namna gani?
Wengine wetu hapa wengi wamechukua maloni, wengine wetu hapa wametumia pesa ya pension. Na kusema kweli ni uchungu sana.
The tussle for the East African Portland Cement land has been the subject of contention for years now, with tens of deaths reported as various groups battle for its ownership. The residents are said to have settled on the land after the company finished its mining operations on it a decade ago.
Kwa sababu hatukunyakua shamba, tulinunua mashamba. Sisi hakuna kitu tumekataa. Hata ikiwa shamba basi ni ya nani, hata kama serikali basi ikiamua shamba ni ya nani, sisi tuko ready kununua hiyo shamba. Sisi tuko ready kwa zile ploti ambazo tumekalia kuzinunua tena upya.
However, a Machakos High Court earlier this week declared East Africa Portland Cement the legitimate owner of the land.